Welcome to Valley News Live at 4. I'm Bobby Fallett. We begin with breaking news for you at 4 as authorities in Angola, Africa say that the murder of Detroit Lakes missionary Beau Shroyer may have been ordered by his wife Jackie in a murder-for-hire plot. According to news outlet VOA Portuguese, police say that Shroyer was stabbed on October 25th. Two men and his wife Jackie were arrested and a fourth suspect is on the run. Authorities believe there may have been a romantic relationship between Jackie and her accomplice. According to police, the missionary's wife asked a guard to kill her husband. He hired two men and promised to pay them. On October 25th, the two attackers simulated a robbery by killing Beau and leaving his body in a wooded area on the edge of town. They then met the guard who paid them $9,000. Stay with